So getting the cart set up is pretty straightforward. I have integrated light controls to turn on, and then there's a small drawer on the one print cart and a deeper drawer on the finish station. I have these integrated trays which extend the drawer into a shelf. They can be a little clunky at times, but it's a trade-off for fitting inside. Man, I struggled with these today for some reason. But the print looks good, and now we just have to get it off the build plate, which sometimes goes better than others. Here I realized how much I was actually shaking the cart. It didn't feel like it in person, but looking at the footage later I could tell. So now I have the other tray to get out, which also has a cutout for dropping supports into a metal bin on the other side. I like to use mean green for my first wash to get the resin off. Use these little lock and lock containers so that we don't get any evaporation between jobs, especially since these may sit for weeks at a time. I've tried IPA, I've tried ultrasonic baths and heating and found varying results. And honestly, this with a magnetic stir has been the best. One thing I'll probably change besides pushing the mesh down is getting a little bit of a coarser mesh so that I still get really good agitation all the way up to the top. And for something like the Elegoo Jupiter, I'll need an even larger vat, so we'll see if the magnetic stirring approach works for that. I've heard that it might have some scaling issues since it won't be strong enough to move the water. So here you can see some of the efficiency losses with using the cart strategy, where I have to kind of shuffle things back and forth. It doesn't take long, but it does interrupt your flow since you don't have a huge work surface. This was terrible today. It'd been a while since I had removed prints from SLA, so I ended up using a couple different tools and needed to finish the video, so left a few extras on. This final wash rinse is just manual. It's just distilled water, getting any of the little supports off, getting any of the extra mean green off before we go into the UV cure. And since I cure in water, I don't even need to worry about drying it off before. I used to cure in open air, but I have found a much better surface finish from curing in distilled water, which looks like I need to add a little bit more, so note for next time. Now I have this hooked up to a smart plug so that both the UV light and the spinner turn on for a fixed amount of time and then shut off, and then make an announcement on my Alexa device. So after about 10 minutes, it's all done. I can come back and pull the part out. I mean, you can leave it sit in water and nothing bad is going to happen since it is fully cured now. Shake off the excess, put it back on the dirty tray, tisk tisk. And in this case, I'm just going to dry it off with a paper towel. Usually I might let it air dry, but I wanted to go throw some paint on this guy quick. And that's basically the whole process for the carts. Cleanup is left as an exercise for the viewer.